call. I can hear your voices calling me from a distant place, but I don't know what to do. Heed the call.
Welcome everyone to 2017 blade&soul World Championships. We're back once again after the extended break. Thank you for coming back. We're back with the semifinals. Now up to close it out. We're very soon to do that. We're gonna be just on few more matches to close it out. And what is the first match? Yeah, the few more matches that will close out the semifinals. And we're also gonna get an elimination team from this phase as well. Once we're done and over with, we're going to have 3 best teams that are going to head over to next Friday for the grand final. That will be happening in the Seoul Stadium. We're going to be happening in the City Hall area. But for the meantime, we're going to go on to the matches starting very soon.
Yeah, so now the winners of the first part, if you guys haven't watched it with us, it will be the 2 GC Busans, GC Busan Red and GC Busan Blue. And the losers match, which will be in today, and we will get the elimination team. It'll be either RMB Gaming from Russia or Pengandi from Taiwan. So yeah, both are important because the winners of the winners match will secure that spot in the finals as the first place seed. And the loser is also very important because either Russia or Taiwan will get eliminated. And here is the overview. Right now we are at the 1800 segment of the Sunday. And the finals is not today. The grand finals will be on the 29th, 5 days later. So just make sure to know that today is just the semi-finals part of the tournament.
Yeah, I know we've been on a very long run to get to this point. Started in the group stages about 4 days ago and been taking a step at a time. And from the quarterfinals up to the semifinals is where we are today. See the winners match and the losers match. As you explained, Andy, GC Busan Red, GC Busan Blue, they already confirmed to go to the semifinals, but the winner from this first match here is going to clinch themselves in this position that they can no longer be third place, and you will either be second or first place. So guaranteeing that spot in the finals is what they're trying to do with this first match. The losers match with RMB Gaming and Gandhi will be more about avoiding elimination and making their position in that third place spot once we get to the actual grand finals coming up on Friday. So making an appearance really requires them, either side from the losers match, to win out a game, and that will be what they need to the next week.
Yep, and the losers match is trying to avoid the elimination, but if the team is confident, they may still try to go for that first place, because even though they are in the loser seed for now, if they win out today and go to the grand final stage and somehow beat the second place team and go into the grand finals where there's only 2 teams left, have a chance at the first place prize pool. So it's not totally done for them if they are the winners of today.
It really is. Just talking about what they're trying to do with, we only have 4 teams left over, so there's not much to talk about anymore. Since one match out of the other will decide a lot of things for all the teams left in this one. But since they're in the winners match, the GC Busan Blue, GC Busan Red, those 2 teams are very in a comfortable position, already knowing that they're going to be in next Friday's grand finals. But it's about what position you want to be in is the question that they're going to have to answering when they do go up against each other. So it's going to be sister teams, the Busan Derby once again. We enjoy those every single time, and we'll see it once again in World 2017 to see who's going to get that first seed and really be in that position, just waiting patiently for the second and third place to duke it out. The first phase of next Friday, that will decide who our 2 finalist team will be. But there you see on the screen, it's GC Busan Red, Kyunggi Kim, Juno Han, Sang-Nin Choi. And really no trouble for these guys since their first appearance in Worlds yesterday, because of their automatic qualification into the quarterfinals due to their #1 seedings from Korea. They joined in along with China's Sky as the automatic seeding into yesterday's matches, but GC Busan Red advancing to today's semifinals match, whereas Sky could not get past their first day of play and advance to the second day. Would have been their semifinals appearance, but they did lose out. One of the teams you see here. We're going to get to see the Busan Derby very soon, but it's just very strong teams on both sides. How do you see this playing out?
They, as everybody should know, they are the sister teams, and they practice with each other, against each other, probably every time they get the time on their hands to practice. And from what I hear in the backstage is that there used to be a gap with GC Busan Red and GC Busan Blue, but now the gap has been closing closer and closer. And the most recent practice that they had, they actually tied 2-2 before they actually came to the OGN studio. So I hope to get a good game, a very close game, but I hope they try to avoid TKOs where like all 6 players are alive. Like I do want some eliminations, like I want some kills going on. So to show you guys some hype and to get some good exciting game rather than a dull game which a full 10 minutes of tag, that's kind of gets boring.
Yeah, but we did see GC Busan Red, GC Busan Blue, both teams. They were in that first round of semifinals in the early parts of our day. We saw them really tear down their opponent, just tear them apart piece by piece. But it wasn't to a most entertaining effect because of how one-sided it was for both series. But now that we do have 2 strengths ready to go with game 1 here, let's see how much of an entertainment game it is compared to the first series that both teams faced earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, the closer the team skill level are, it could get a little stale and dull. But I hope these 2 Korean teams, being the top 2 Korean teams, the only 2 Korean teams left over, can show us a good show.
Let's see. Let's begin right away with game 1 between GC Busan Red, GC Busan Blue. The Busan Derby game 1 will begin very shortly. So let's get on. Now you hear more even cheers towards both sides with fans from both sides. Now, accessibility is definitely an issue with you, with the Korean teams having a lot more fans. Naturally, this Korean turf, but it'll be Sung Choi. Yuta-san, he's going to be on the Blade Dancer instead of the Destroyer that we'd like to see him on tag. Just opt for the Assassin this time around.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad. Yeah, it's going to go back to the Blade Dancer to hopefully get a win in this single for game 1.
This whole match will decide whether they play a game or one less game in the grand finals and comfortably wait up all the way at the top seed. But that lightning draw doing some damage to Sungjin Choi right now.
He's gonna retreat out of there, but no further escaping used by the Destroyer. Sungjin Choi has done nothing wrong really.
Yeah.
Ever since his first appearance in Worlds 2017 from yesterday. It's just been pretty easy rolling. It's just all about doing everything that you're supposed to do in this stage. Sungjin Choi definitely has been that caliber.
But so far, Yuntae-san has been taking the advantage, but now, Judgment Clue combo, saving that.
Hey.
Oh, there we go, finally using his escape.
So before taking too much damage, Yuntae-san gets out of there with the reversal. Tap escape being gone now.
Well, the early game, Sungjin Choi was the only one who took damage, but now it has turned over, and Yuntae-san is actually lower than Sungjin Choi in health bar.
See, they're gonna just wait it out here.
Really, guys?
Both players really know what each other are doing because, like I said before, they've been practicing with each other so long. Lightning draw does come through. They get out of there with the retreat once again. Sungjin Choi goes for a Typhoon and it's gonna hit him quite yet. There you go, gets in 1 stack of it. Banner grip now.
Not looking too good.
Sungjin Choi still has a gusto. He's gonna retreat out of there once again. Persistence is back up now. The knockdown once again. He's gonna continue on with this. Yuta-san.
Is used by Sungjin Choi.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a chance.
Knockdown.
Yuta-san gonna concede the damage. Gonna pull him in.
Chase!
He has the reversal out of there. Block of Blades is still available for Yuta-san, but otherwise, this might be Sungjin Choi going down now.
Lightning draw coming down.
Yuta-san,
Yeah.
lightning draw is available, and that will be the easy finish. And Yuta-san, for the side of GC Busan Blue, will get the first point in the series. And GC Busan Red, we talked to them during our break and talked about their expectations for this matchup. They still believe that they're 1 step ahead when it comes to just pure skills when you compare the 3 players on both teams. But they have been mentioning that each player from GC Busan Blue have been improving on terms of skills, so it's really showing their end. We go hand in hand with Seongjin Choi and Yinta-sun. Sun finds that last bit of stun near the end onto the aerial. It's good enough to finish him off without letting Joy in the end.
Yeah, and you know, they were taking their time throughout the whole match, if you guys noticed. And there's less room for mistakes if they do play it very slow like this. You know, I like more exciting games when they're going at each other, where there's more room for mistakes, where it shows more skill not making mistakes while playing such a fast game. But this time around, it was a pretty slow game until the end when, you know, Yunta-san got that area with the lightning draw finish, knowing that Seongjin Choi was out of gust and only had persistence left.
I mean, to be honest, what I'm looking at here is like, I feel like I'm watching the GC Busan practice now.
Yeah.
What their usual routine does with the two teams always scrimming with each other back at their team house. We know that GC Busan, there's no other team like it because they know each other better than any other team in the world, and these are basically teams that you share the room with, share the practice room in as well, so they know each other very well. So also the play style should be very predictable for this team, but currently Blue being up 1-0, they're going to send out Daeyoung Choi on the Assassin against Junohan on the Warlock here. Let's see who's going to get that second win to get that second point in this best of 7.
Yeah, ever since Shin Kyung Kim let go of the Warlock, Juno Han's been up there, and even in the Korean ranks, he has been hitting the top tier ranks as the Warlock after abandoning the Blade Master since last year. But so basically, Juno Han's Warlock is very formidable, as well as Daeyoung Choi's Assassin, and we will be going into our set 2. Let's get it on.
Here we go for game 2 between the GC Busan Red and GC Busan Blue. Busan Derby currently in favor of the blue side. Daeyoung Choi trying to make it a 2-0 victory now. Gets the stun, forcing out the second win away from Junohan. Daeyoung Choi, it's the Lotus down. This initial strike onto him, so probably want to go on the aggression once again.
There we go. They are trading their escapes.
And that's going to be another stun coming from Daeyoung Choi, which is going to force out at the body swap. Void walk from Junohan.
One bad CC. There we go. Time distortion. Getting his escape back. Making his move, but
Now we
Daeyoung
saw
Choi is sliding out.
Choi, no escapes, no Lotus of escape. And also the stealth is still on cooldown for the next 7 seconds. Even use a retreat to get out of there, but Junohan with the kill right here. Stealth is coming back, so Choi knowing this, gonna go on the aggression here. Poison breath off of that stun. Get bombard.
There we go. Finally, Junohan escapes with that escape, but it's not looking good. He is CC'd again.
Second win once again.
Oh,
no
it might be
escapes
over
whatsoever.
It
And
is.
as long as he can get a 1-0.
Oh, he lived through that with the back roll into the air.
Still has a stealth
Oh,
though. He
there-
should get out of
there
there
we
with
go.
Gyudos.
Probably spam that stealth to get out of there.
Definitely, I would have as well.
Yeah.
And Lotus of escape. Flower's been put down. Junohan still doesn't have the second win available, so he needs to be a little bit careful.
Let's see if Daeyoung Choi knows that and plays it aggressive, but alright, Junohan gets his escape back.
Might use it very well if he
Yup,
does
he
feel the
uses
need for
it.
Now it's going to be a chance for Daeyoung Choi now. He's got the stealth ready, but Lotus of escape's there, so he's going to go on the aggression, but Junohan's countering back with the damage.
Junohan's just staying by the wall with the familiar, like in between.
Just trying to buy time, definitely, but the Foley Walk is still there, so it'll be up to Junohan. He feels the danger. Doesn't even get the second win back because
Time distortion.
the distortion, as you say.
Gonna go aggressive with that now. Oh, but the familiar's gone. Sanctum's put down.
Choi. They're gonna go with the poke damage from Junohan. Daeyoung Choi feeling the pressure. Uses the stealth once again.
Stealthing in. Oh, 30 seconds left.
Trying to go for
Daeyoung
the
Choi
stun
made his
here.
move. The body swap.
Yep, and maybe
One more
has
CC.
the second win
Oh.
available. So could get out of this danger. He's gonna go for the trying to go for the lightning strike and the bombard together. Hopefully get enough damage to knock him out, but it wasn't quite enough.
Ooh, Daeyeon Choi moving.
Another stun, and this might be it. Yeah, Daeyeon Choi does get the win for blue side. And suddenly they're 2-0 up, and GC Busan Red, after beating the blue side from Korea Finals the last day, secured him this first spot in the beginning.
Yeah.
GC Busan Blue, maybe they were preparing this comeback, preparing this revenge. Hopefully trying to get a win right here against their sister team. Couldn't do it in Korea Finals, trying to do it in the World Championship is what GC Busan Blue is trying to do.
Yeah, well, so far, it seems like GC Busan Blue singles is being stronger compared to GC Busan Red. We'll see what happens in this third match against tags. Seeing we're almost gonna probably see the same compositions from what we've heard. That GC Busan prepared the same composition as well, where Yuta-san doesn't play the Blade Dancer during tag anymore and moved on to the Destroyer. So we'll have to see which side's tag team is stronger now.
We saw that the Assassin, probably the only difference here, coming in from the GC Busan Blue side, but Daeyeon Choi, rival by Hyungi Kim on the Assassin, Juno Han, and it's going to be Jun Jae-jung on that Warlock. And I should say, Yuta-san going back to the Destroyer now for the tag. Probably a rival Sang Jin Choi on the World Destroyer, so compositionally, should be very, very much the same, and we shouldn't expect any surprises regarding the composition. So, mirror matches, sometimes we don't know what to expect, what the player is going to be thinking heading into match, and stylistically, we're going to have to find out what these two teams will be prepared for.
Yeah, and mirror matches usually, especially with the sister teams, especially with two teams that are so close, just one small mistake, allowing the opponent to capitalize on your mistake is the crucial point. And if you're able to catch on to that opportunity when your opponent makes that mistake, and capitalizing on it is the crucial moment. Unless that doesn't happen, it will be probably a TKO or a very dull tag match.
I mean, to be honest, the first two singles, it's kind of dull, to be honest, because of how much they knew about each other, and they knew that just waiting for each other to make a move, and it ended up being no moves being made for a majority of the game, and they said that one mistake can be the crucial part, and just being one step ahead is what the minimal difference is between these two teams. So in the tag, that will be emphasized a lot more with 3 players being involved on both sides. Who will make the more mistakes, who will make the bigger ones, that will give the other team a chance to strike forth.
Yep, and who will play the better mind game, who will go one step further into the mind game, we will see in this third set of singles. Let's get it on.
Go for the tag match between both GC Busan teams. We see Blue on the ahead, 2-0 right now. So GC Busan Red, if they win this one, they're gonna get it back to even. So probably is on the agenda right now, trying to win out this one.
Yep, Daeyeon Choi versus Jun Han, a rematch, but Daeyeon Choi is in the air this time around.
It's no defensive interfere from any of his teammates, so just want to let Daeyeon Choi be. Just let him figure out things himself. Trying to do that, but with the time distortion, all this escapes back. Juno Han.
Yep. Oh, body swap. This time around, defensive interfere does come in.
All the stealth being used along with the Lotus of Escape, and that has been brought right back. The interfere coming from Yoon Jae-jung. Warlock on that time distortion.
The Poison Breath Bombard combo is just tons of damage right there.
Yeah. Finally, it's good enough to force out a defensive interfere now from Sang Jin Choi. Puts out the iron plating at the end.
It's unusual seeing that small Warlock in there.
So he doesn't.
Oh, Juno Han.
Taking a lot of damage, and that is good enough. Get him out of this match, and tags out towards Hyungi Kim. Now making an assassin mirror match. See Daeyeon Choi not having the Lotus of Escape while Hyungi Kim still has that available. Uses stealth on both sides. So, about who can make the first strike here. Both do have the Lotus of Escape available. Do have the flowers planted.
Yep. They both want this set for the 2 points. For GC Busan Red, they want to tie it up. For GC Busan Blue, they want to make the gap larger and make it 4-0.
That's what they want here. And Yunta-san pulls him in. Kim, he has to use the Lotus of Escape to get out of there, but Yunta-san being tagged in by Dan Choi. That one tag point wasn't a free tag. Will Hyung Kim make him pay for that though?
Hyung Kim is just throwing the bombard in the fog. There we go. Yunta-san making his move.
Just spinning around for
There
now,
we go,
and
knockback.
persistence has to be used. Yunta-san on that play. Hyung Kim, it's not the landmine. Pop it. Definitely not in the distance to do that.
Whoa!
Okay, gonna be a stun coming up.
Reactionary 2v2.
Rohan coming in defensively. Saw his teammate go up in the air.
Yeah, pretty even overall. Even though Junohan did take some damage, Daeon Choi ended up taking some damage to tag out as well. Now it's Yunta-san versus Hyungyu Kim, who will be tagged out in 9 seconds.
So Hyung Kim might get that first free tag in this match. Game 3 between the two GC Busans.
No!
Reaction 2v2 now. See how the damage falls towards both teams.
Alright, Sungjin Choi did come in and take some damage, but he was able to save his escapes.
Okay, now you did jump trying to go for the damage. It's not going to allow it with Kim. But Sungjin Choi trying to make an effort to defend against that.
Oh, persistence is popped.
Second win to get out of there in Jejung. So Junohan will be back out. Face out. Sets of seams. Warlock mirror match until Yunta-san is tagged in right away.
Oh, Yunta-san is getting poked out a little bit.
Not significant of a damage though.
Yeah.
He wants a lot more than that, and Junohan really knows that.
Ooh. Approaching Junohan with the Typhoon. He has to get out of there.
Alright, tries to go for the stun there. We thought he had it.
Alright, we have a tag on GC Busan Blue side, but we have
Boy.
an interfere for GC Busan Red.
Let's see, ended up saving all the escapes, and Dan Choi still couldn't get too much damage to Junohan. Trying to force out the escape, I reckon.
Yep, and they're still around 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Health bar is pretty even right now.
I mean, to be fair, nothing really significant has happened for the first 5 minutes. We sort of expected this with two teams who have very much intelligence over each other. So knowing exactly what your opponent is going to do can make the game this draggy and
Only these two teams can do this.
yeah, no, really. You don't have to go for anything risky because you already know what they're gonna react to. So Dan Choi trying to go in now, go for damage, but once again nothing coming from it yet.
Ooh, Shadow Slash didn't connect for Daeon Choi. Interfere came in.
Okay, I don't know what that was for.
Ooh, offensive interfere actually. They both went into stealth.
Okay.
Right.
Choi,
3
looking
seconds
familiar.
left. Junohan will be tagged out.
Yeah, it's gonna go for the chase there. Will he get it there? I think it was almost good enough. Hyung Kim doesn't use any escapes though.
Yeah, Daeon Choi does freeze him with his Ice Mine. Stealth is used.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about. Perhaps he felt the pressure and then he might be able to do something. Once again, these guys know so much more than us about each other. We thought we knew something about GC Busan, but I'm sure these guys, 6 players out on the field, probably know so much more than we do about these teams. So they're sometimes make these unconventional plays. I'm sure they have a reasoning behind everything they do.
Oh, no defensive
interference.
interference.
First out.
Tags out.
He does tag out in. Without any tag point or interfere points, won't be able to come in, but still good of him to still stay alive. That's a crucial part here. Yunta-jung, Junohan trying to trade some damage onto each other. Junohan getting the worst of the trades.
Hyungyu Kim will probably stay on bench, heal up a little bit. It takes very long time to heal up on the bench, but he needs it. And now it's basically up to Juno and Sungjin Choi for the time being.
Right now, won't get those interferes back. Hyungyu Kim, let's see the 3-minute mark coming in at about 37 seconds. Yunta-jung Without that second win, has to be a little bit careful, which is now getting the damage from Junohan. Forces out to interfere coming from Yuntasun.
Yep. And there is the last tag used, and Daeyoung Choi is out. The only one left with the tag point on GC Busan Blue.
Daeyoung Choi has to be putting up damage to his opponent, and that is good enough pressure to force out Sung Choi, the World Destroyer.
The only one with the tag point left on GC Busan Red side as well.
Yep, and Daeyoung Choi still has his, but no interfere points of his own, but
Now they will get it back.
there we go, and 3-minute mark does hit, and Yuntasun, Yunjajung, along with the other two players from GC Busan Red, also have their interferes to work with.
Well, Hyungyu Kim got his back too, but he won't be coming in for a while with that interfere, because he might just get deleted if he comes in. They might just focus down Hyungyu Kim if he comes in with that interfere.
So you saw right there, Daeyoung Choi trying to go for that stun, but doesn't trick Sung Choi to use that escape. He's trying to fish it out there.
Oh, there we go with the persistence.
Yep, and Junohan comes in for the interfere. Sense danger from the blue opponents.
Ooh, gets the knockdown.
And that's going to be an iron plating though this time around.
Yutasan comes in.
We
Does
don't have
nothing.
many time left in this tag match 3. You did discuss of a possibility of going to a TKO, and it looks like it might happen with all 3 players from both sides still alive, so still taking it slow. They're not rushing into things. Choi goes up.
Oh, Sung
takes him
Choi
up
is in the air.
Be a lot of damage, and Junohan comes back out now. If we do go to TKO, just seemed like GC Busan Blue really put out the damage, whereas Red couldn't really find any opening of their opposition. So
Yeah, a minute and 30 seconds, still enough for these guys to finish off at least 2 guys, or even finish off all 3 guys if the mistake or the opportunity is given.
see Red, but they can come back from this, because right now if it does end with the damage chart, seems like Blue will take it. Just because of the HP difference we see visually on the graphics, but we know that it's all about same composition, so we can expect those HP bars to help us tell us the full story.
Yep, and now we have that Warlock mirror match. No one taking any damage, but a lot is being thrown.
See the interfere being thrown on by both sides. The reaction 2v2 for not much gained on both sides.
45 seconds left until the match is over. They may want to make some offensive interferes coming in.
I should mention that Sung Choi did come in. Choi trying to go for the offensive interfere. Really, Jajang does escape from danger. From the shackles, will he get up in the air? Almost seemed like it, but
25 seconds left. And they're just attacking the familiar.
okay, the Tether Blade does come in. Side of Junohan.
Leech. Alright, both
coming
reaction
in.
to with the iron plating.
Both
sides.
Yeah, it's just a destroyer interfere coming in, trying to go in offensively, but they can also use their
3 seconds.
defensive tools. Have been making, but really nothing coming in from Red, and it's most likely gonna be Blue taking it up in the end in this actionless tag match of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We see that Blue's gonna get the victory here as we expected. That was a little more damage that they put out, so 4-0 now. Some Blue seemed like Red could have had a chance being the first seed from Korea, having beat them previously in the Korea finals. We thought might be able to do it again, but 4-0, pretty depressing scoreline for the side of Red, if you have to say. And Blue just want to continue on with this and maybe even get a clean sweep out of this series.
Yeah, it is possible right now. They are on a roll, 4-0. That is a big gap. Let's hope that GC Busan Red could get their stuff together to come back through at least this set 4 and set 5, where we will be going back to our singles, where, you know, GC Busan Red has lost both singles in the previous first set and second set. See what happens starting with the 4th and 5th.
We're gonna go on to the singles to see whether GC Busan Blue is gonna relieve us from watching another 10-minute TKO tag, or we're gonna see GC Busan Blue just winning out these next 2 matches here. Be good enough to skip out Game 6 and Game 7 altogether and to call them the winner. fair and square in. So it has to be GC Busan Red here. They have to win at least one game to get us back into that game 6.
Yep, just one singles taken by JC Busan Red will make us move on to set 6. But if not, like Joel said, 2 more wins on GC Busan Blue side back to back will give them a 6-0 clean sweep and give them the first seed going into the grand finals.
Go, done with the tag. 4-0 right now for the side of blue, and red really having a hard time against them in the singles and also in the tag. So really something they're trying to figure out at this moment. In the practice they say the record was 2-2, so they thought they were coming in pretty even before this match began, but all about the present, and blue maybe hiding something under his sleeve. They're showing a strong performance. We're going to go back to the singles here, but Jung, seeing him on the summoner.
Yep.
That's something that he did bring out in yesterday's matches, but did not bring him a victory. So what they can do this time, really wants to win, being the summoner main that he is, to get that one win. This was 2017 with that class. It's going to be up against Kim to make that done.
Yeah, and it wasn't actually a familiar seeing of summoners, but during this world, it actually became very, familiar seeing every time every other team basically had a summoner on their roster or brought out the summoner in their singles, and the music has changed. Let's see Yoon Jae-jung's summoner versus Hyungyu Kim's assassin. Let's get it on.
Saw other summoners from different regions.
Yep.
Finding a lot of success with that class, but Jung, being the summoner main that he is, had to play the Warlock because of his teammates' request in regards to the composition that they felt like they benefited from the most. Jung couldn't just go out at World 2017 without getting a win on the summoner. He's trying to do that now against Hyungyu Kim on the assassin.
Exactly like what you said. He wants at least one win on his summoner before this world ends. And right now he has taken some damage, but he was able to take out Hyungyu Kim's both of his escapes. So
yeah,
just one good grapple from a cat might do it.
He's taking the damage out from Hyungyu Kim slowly, and
in the air. Oh, super soft
damage.
blow and the grapple!
That is just no escaping from that. Hyungyu Kim does not win against the summoner, and 5-0 lead to GC Busan Blue. Luke, he looks angry, definitely, because he knows that he's been played with, he's been toyed with a summoner and that cat.
That cute cat owned him, basically.
And Hyungyu Kim left speechless there. Well, I say speechless, but he was saying a lot of things after the game. He's pretty angry, trying to get out his frustrations towards his teammates, but his teammates, it wasn't their fault that he lost the game.
It wasn't their fault.
It's his fault that he lost the game in.
It was singles.
So it was about,
and too bad that you couldn't beat out a cute cat on top of you. That's probably why he was so angry. He's like, what is this cat on top of me?
What is his teammates trying to say? I mean Juno, Han Sung, Choi trying to calm him down for a bit, but what are you supposed to say when you came out in singles and couldn't beat out a cat?
You know what
cute
you
little
say?
Summoner.
You know what you say? Sorry guys, I'll hit the gym.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what you say. But anyways, GC Busan Blue taking the lead 5-0, and this might be the last singles if GC Busan Blue takes another win.
And suddenly, GC Busan Red is in this situation where they have to win every single match.
Yep.
Game 5, 6, and 7 in consecutive. Somehow get their still first seed, which is what both of these teams are wanting, but it was a lot closer to getting that done. So one more single win, just one more exertion of effort should be good enough to at least even let them just skip out Game 6 and Game 7 and really have that wonderful spot of being first seed. We're going to have a rematch what we saw in Game 2, Juno Han and Dan Choi, Warlock versus Assassin. We saw Dan Choi win out the last one, that crucial stun near the end of that Game 2 to get the win. Get enough damage to finish them all. Will he be able to do it again, or Juno Han will be able to defend out just one more point for the team. Gonna find out.
Yeah, and you know, Juno Han and Daeyoung Choi, basically the MVPs of each team. Not saying the other two are bad, but these two have been showing such good performances, and they are doing basically the main burst damages during tags as well. So this will be a rematch for them, but let's see who will get the victory.
It's gonna go over to the last single. Could possibly be the last match of this series between GC Busan Red, GC Busan Blue. See who gets the win right here. Staying on. There you go. The Busan Derby hasn't been as close as we always like to expect it to be. Seemed like the matches itself were pretty close when you consider all things, but just result-wise, it's currently 5-0. So
It just seems like the tag match was the closest one.
yeah,
And all the singles are just going towards GC Busan Blue side. Oh, but this time around, Juno Han gets Daeyoung Choi in the air. Daeyoung Choi decides to save his escapes though.
he's gonna take that damage in exchange for future damage to come. Probably that's when he'll use that escape that he has.
Yep. All right, before the familiar is gone, Juno Han will get his second win back from the time distortion. All right, just one escape taken away from Juno while the familiar is gone. It will be good enough for Daeyoung Choi to finish him off.
Trying to get someone to a stun here. So it's familiar once again. The Lotus is right there.
All right, Shadow
Goes
Slash.
in.
Body swap is happening.
Yeah, so you had to use that with that stun being up. Another stun coming through into the air now. Well, he gets me into the webbing here. See him do that.
He wants Juno Han to use his escape, and he does.
Does
No more escape for Juno Han.
Will it be the 6-0
Oh,
clean
no.
sweep? Oh my goodness, might come through. Will he have the time distortion though? I wonder if it's back on cooldown.
Not yet. Not yet. That's what Juno Han's
man.
running around in that sector trying to run away from Daeyoung Choi.
I mean, I personally didn't expect a 6-0 clean
Yeah,
sweep.
me
GC
neither.
Blue, but might happen. There's no escape right now for Juno Han.
8 seconds left.
It doesn't even have the familiar, so you'll get the second
Oh,
win back.
but Daeyoung Choi is in the air.
Okay.
He's gonna stealth out. He has to.
Yeah, he does it
Yep.
finally. But still,
Oh, Tetherblade landing, and
this
this is
might be it.
over for Daeyoung Choi.
5-1.
All right.
They didn't get the clean sweep. Now we're on to game 6. So
That sucks.
if it's a repeat of game 3, game 6 should be another TKO. But hoping
please
either team really makes a little bit of dynamic, rebellious turn on their conventional plays and just don't sit back and stand around for 10 minutes. We hope they put out damage and knock one man out and just not have all 6 men left standing when
Yeah.
the 0-second timer is up. So
Yeah, let's have at least, you know, one side get a little cocky and make mistakes or
Please,
play
yes.
it super aggressive to, you know, see some eliminations during tag, even though it may still go down to a TKO. Last time around, like Joel said, all 6 players were alive and they were all pretty healthy after healing up as well. So we don't want matches like that. They don't want it either, but, you know, they have to play it carefully just in case, like, something happens, like I just said, someone makes a mistake and just starts to get, you know, bursted down. They don't want that.
I mean, while we love watching Blade and Soul, don't like players standing around, hugging the wall for 10 minutes for all 6 men to be alive when the timer does run out. And GC Busan Red, GC Busan Blue, still heavy favorites towards the blue side. We'll take Red miraculous win on this one, and also in Game 7.
Yeah.
That's the only way they will win out this series, but we've seen it done. Most notably from yesterday, when Pengandi got that done, being down 5-1, and pulled out a 6-5 victory against IDEPS. It's going to be GC Busan Red's turn now. They're in this situation where they have to win every single match. Last 2 tag plays remaining. We're going to see whether they can get that done.
Yo, I just want to say, will GC Busan Red pull off a Pengandi? Because they were the only team coming back from a 5-1 loss into a 6-5 win. Let's get this 6th match underway. Let's get it on.
Here we go for, once again, it could be the last match.
Yep.
All depends on whether GC Busan Blue will just be doing what they've been doing so far and just get another win. Will be a 7-1 victory for these guys, but GC Busan Red pulls out an upset once again. Give them 2 more points, making it 5-3. Getting them into this Game 7 situation, which will be worth 3 points. Could get that win. Even though you were down 5-0, definitely could happen.
Yep, Taiwanese team has done it already, and that is probably the first time seeing it happen, like I mentioned before, in a best of 7.
We'll be sure out of those escapes, but we'll get him back with the time distortion coming in from Junohan's interfere there.
Yep, and you know they have on red side already used 2 interfere points, but they couldn't get anything too much done on Dale Choi.
You can use both escape, and all 3 of them are really.
Oh, Young Kim taking some damage.
Okay, now it's gonna go forth. Sung Choi comes in for that iron plating, save him off. Coming on the field himself after Young Kim just bashed down by Dan Choi. Don't really have nothing to do. Even used Junohan's interfere for that time distortion after he used both escapes and used it again straight after it, called for the iron plating from Sung Choi. And for that, it's going to be coming out. Young Kim taking a lot of resources from his teammates now. Dan Choi going to feel the advantage that he has gained for himself and get the free tag right here. Coming in, no chase, probably going to be happening.
Young Choi basically took away 1 tag points and 3 interferes away from GC Busan Red by himself.
Go. There's going to be enough pressure coming from Yu Ji-jung. From Dan Choi's interfere there as well. He's going to tag out. Use the second tag point for his side. Bring Junohan back out to the field.
They're basically holding hands, but now Junohan's in the air.
Okay. We might not see the resident sleeper Game 3 in this Game 6. We might actually see some men being knocked out. Yu Ji-jung takes the damage on the other end.
But Yoon Tae-sung comes in with that perfect interfere.
Very perfectly timed. Barely took any damage. Yu Ji-jung. Dan Choi comes back onto the field.
Oh, this guy has been doing so well.
Yeah, I should say that though.
Yeah, he gets reached.
Yeah, so gotta be careful what you say, ending. You don't want to mess up a good performer's consistency. You do curse them out. Seen it happen before.
Yeah.
Endings curses are real.
Yep, they are real. But anyways, if you look at the resource points, GC Busan Red is slowly depleting all of their resources one by one.
They really are, and really trying to look for the answer towards their sister team, but really nothing coming forth so far. Maybe the close shave onto the bombard. Another bombard coming through. Still takes minimal damage out of Sung Choi. Goes for the typhoon. Really nothing hitting from that yet.
It's really this damn Choi doing work all by himself this time around.
I mean, Yoon Tae-sung and Yu Ji-jung, they're just supporting him, which is exactly what they're supposed to do.
Doing it very well.
Really are, and you're on point like that. I mean, what are you supposed to do at GC Busan Red when you tried every member in your team to go forth against Daeun Choi to see who can best take him on, but it seems like the answer has been no one so far. Daeun Choi now knows his position, knows that none of the members of GC Busan Red can take him on, so feeling the relaxation, feeling the ease of going forward with this. It's time to flower once again.
Yeah, there we go. Daeun Choi making his move. The knockdown with the landmine, but into the air. 4 more seconds until force tag. Will Sung Choi go for that chase?
Okay, Lotus Escape comes through, but he still has that stealth.
Ooh, he went in.
Into Son. He was chased as soon as he came in, but Goes for the counter attack right away. Sung Choi will be force tagged out. Getting their first free tag point, actually. GC Busan Red always had to really use their tag point voluntarily. And done, but Johan doesn't get chased with
away from that typhoon.
Son really backing away from that challenge. Daeung Choi coming back out to interfere.
Yeah, they really are sending out Daeung Choi a lot this time.
Just whenever
They know
else come in, yeah.
They know he's feeling it today.
You gotta feed your teammate when they're feeling it,
Yeah.
and definitely exactly what they're trying to do. Support him once again. Distortion and the Sanctum coming for Yunjajang. Still, Juno Han now feeling a little bit different about this matchup and tries to go for the damage.
Yeah, but Daeung Choi, this guy's a beast today. Yeah, he has always been good, but to be this good, to deplete all of their enemy resources by himself.
I mean, seems like he's not getting into any source of danger throughout this entire tag, and he's been out on the field basically. I mean,
He's been out a lot, and he
most
still
of the
has
game.
2 tag points.
And most of the time, it wasn't Yuntaesun or Yunjajang out on the field. It was mostly Daeung Choi.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever he does get the free tag out for being out so long, I mean, his teammates tag back onto him and just bring it back out.
All right, as we say that, the first tag used by Daeung Choi.
The wallbang.
Okay.
We talked about the wallbang coming from Destroyer. Really, Yunjajang gets no highlight anymore because the Destroyer wallbang is so strong. Typhoon into the wall. No escaping that, and there came and interfere and help your teammate get away from that. So it's nearly impossible once you're caught in that situation to get out of there.
But I just want to say, Seongjin Choi could always make an opportunity to do that wallbang. It's just Yoon Tae-sung was able to make it and actually do it first before Seongjin Choi, because Daeung Choi has been toying with GC Busan Red throughout this whole 6th set. And that is one of the reasons why Seongjin Choi couldn't make an opportunity, because they both know they can use it against each other with the same composition.
As it stands right now, we're going to get to the 3-minute mark very soon. If it does go to TKO once again, it seems like Blue now has a huge advantage for GC Busan Red not having the assassin for about 3.5 minutes.
Oh, Daeung Choi in the air
crucial.
though.
This can make a difference as long as they can knock Daeung Choi out, but can be onto the webbing with the help of his teammate. Knock him down though. Thunderstruck. Down.
Yeah, coming in, taking a lot of damage.
Juno Han takes a lot of damage on from Daeung Choi.
Yep, and no more tags for them.
Juno Han, I mean, somehow he has to survive. He does have Seongjin Choi to help him out if he needs him. Otherwise, 47 seconds is what he has to last. For Daeung Choi's strong performance is shown throughout today.
Yep. Got body swapped and forced Daeung Choi to use that stealth by landing that tether blade.
Tap escape is gone for Daeung Choi. Giving the shackles.
Oh,
Might go up in the air though. Does have the Lotus escape though. Well, they put down that flower somewhere. There you see.
yeah, there it is. Oh, it's gone now. He has to re-put it down.
Yeah, there he goes. Doesn't waste any time in doing that.
Oh, lands that
Stun
stun.
coming through, and that's gonna be the second wave being procced right away by Juno Han. Yunjajang coming in, tries to put him into the air. Yeah, it was, and Seongjin Choi puts him in the arm plane to make sure nothing happens from there.
4, 3, 2, 1 for that first tag.
Okay, and it's gonna be Seongjin Choi. No chase coming in right away.
Yep.
Knockdown. What happened? The poison breath. Will it be using the gust and get out of there with the tap escape?
All right, Daeung Choi tags out. Yoon comes in with full health.
Okay.
Let's see if Yoon will be able to PvE him, keep that distance, and just poke Seongjin Choi down.
Definitely see Seongjin Choi trying to go for the wallbang, but it's going to be a lot of damage. It won't be enough to stop him off, so Juno Han coming in with the Sanctum to minimize the damage that Yunjajang's throwing at him, but still pokes him out. Seongjin Choi in a very dangerous situation. No interfere coming in with the cooldown now on Juno Han. He has to save himself, but will he though? Daeung Choi trying to save him out. And that's going to be a lot of poke, and really the Destroyer has nothing to do. Seongjin Choi will be out. And even if it doesn't go to a TKO,
Leech.
it just seemed like Juno Han will be finished off.
Yeah.
There's really nothing that Juno Han can do. What he's supposed to do just by himself. With basically 2 interferes coming in for the side of GC Busan Blue. There is nothing that he can do, and Juno Han will eventually be knocked off. Puts the paper down, but it won't last forever.
Oh, look at his health.
Yeah, it really is. And Junohan, it was eventual that they were going to get this, but GC Busan Blue pretty happy. I'll say that. As they get a revenge match towards their favor. They did lose out in Korea finals, losing out, becoming that second seed in Korea. And because of GC Busan Red, they had to play through those group stages. But now their struggles pay off as they get the revenge count. They really get that really wanted win for the side of GC Busan Blue over GC Busan Red.
This is how it was in season 1 and 2 actually, and like you mentioned, in Korea finals, somehow GC Busan Red was able to take the first place away from GC Busan Blue, but this is the usual what has been going on in the Korean scene, where GC Busan Blue easily been taking the first place every tournament until that one time in the Korea finals.
Oh,
the first wall bang.
Yeah, the wall bang. Yeah, it's just that was crucial. It's just like I keep mentioning, it's very, very, very strong. So don't stand against the wall when you're fighting against the destroyer.
Yeah.
It's another quirky PvP tips right there.
Yeah. And when you get grabbed by one, just ask for help, because he's gonna bring you down to the wall and try to go for that wall bang.
I mean, if you get caught by the wall bang, just click Alt F4 and just get out of the game. And really not worth playing there. You already know you're gonna lose there. So.
Yeah, let's just hope NC Korea does something about this. But anyways, yeah, the first match of the winners match is finished now, and GC Busan Blue will move up into the grand finals as the first seed.
So being the first seed, they already clinched themselves at least second place in this overall tournament. Gonna be waiting for GC Busan Red, this last team coming from the losers match. The winner of that will face them to see the second and third place in next Friday coming in, and they will be the ones to come in to fight GC Busan Blue. In the end, we're going to go to a short break to find out which team that will be as we get onto the losers match to see who's going to be eliminated and is going to be coming in as the third seed. So we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Blade and Soul World Championship 2017. We're back once again with the last portion of the semifinals. Finally, we are in the last match to decide who will be eliminated from day 5, heading on to the grand finals. One team will make it to the grand finals as the 3rd place seed, and one will be eliminated in 4th place of this tournament and earn their prize money according to that placement. But it will be RMB Gaming from Russia or Penggandi from Taiwan. These two teams will duke it out to see who's the better team this time around.
Yeah, we just saw the GC Busan Blue and Red go at each other, but GC Busan Blue just basically dominated GC Busan Red, who was the 1st seed of Korea coming into this Worlds, but now it just seems like GC Busan Blue wants to take that title away, and they secure that spot there in the finals, in the grand finals of Worlds 2017, and by placing that 1st seed right now during the semifinals, it means they're at least 2nd place, which means they get at least $25,000 roughly in prize money if they place 2nd. If 1st, $50,000.
It really is, and doubling that prize money, depending on your placement, is one of the reasons why you want to place higher, but just more generally for the fame that you earn as players and as a team. These organizations really are assorted of company sponsorships, but sometimes they are just amateur teams who decided to join with friends and try to get that prize money and also the fame like we mentioned. But so one of the teams here, RMB Gaming, coming from Russia as the 1st seed. This team has been splendid really, just through the group stages and making it all the way here. It's been a long journey for these guys. Whereas GC Busan Red, you saw in the earlier series, the 1st game was only yesterday, so really just about making your longest of journeys. The way you got here was important for both these teams, and RMB Gaming going to be facing off against Taiwan's Penggandi, who we remember from yesterday, were down 5-1 against IDEPS, and they were the 1st team in World 2017 to knock off a Korean team based on their results. And these 3 players here, with the man on your very left, Sung Hak-shu, being that leader and being that really the example maker for his team. Getting that win against Jung Woo-yoon on the Force Master with the Destroyer was an accomplishment in itself, but did help out his entire team to win out 6-5 in the end in that incredible reverse sweep. And they're back here, both RMB Gaming and Penggandi, not having too great of games in their 1st part of semifinals to be in this position, but at least between these two, we'll see who the better team is, to see who can make it to the grand finals and who will be eliminated from today's semifinals.
Yep, and on screen we have the players for his 1st set. We will have a Warlock mirror match, and I usually say it will be very dull and slow paced. But coming into this Worlds, the Warlock mirror matches, sometimes they're slow, but we do get some of those fast-paced Warlock mirror matches when one just goes all out, and if the opponent is able to counter that, they'll get the win. If not, they'll just be pushed back to the wall.
We're gonna see what they decide to do in this Warlock mirror match between Alexei Golkavenko versus Lin Xiang. Get the game 1 right on the way. Let's get it on. You hear from the Korean cheers, RMB fighting, and also heard a little bit of Penggandi fighting as well. So even though it's not the home turf, they still have gathered some fans over their past few days of wonderful performance that have really attracted the attention coming from the Korean fans here in the OGN Stadium.
And the Penggandi team, as I mentioned before, and as you mentioned before, pulling off that reverse sweep from being down 5-1 to 6-5. I'm just gonna, every time that happens, I'm gonna just say they're gonna pull off a Penggandi.
It's a new meme now.
Or they're gonna pull off a Penggandi. But anyways, they are going all out, and Alexei is about to lose his familiar.
Oh, Kavenko, but changing. Putting that damage on. We thought it was gonna be Lin Xiang putting damage on, but even losing the familiar, now it's gonna be going back to the damage, and that is almost 100-0 instantly.
Wow.
Without the familiar, we understand the importance of not having the familiar. Will he go down though? Gokubeiko very close to doing so. Xiang still trying to poke him, not even worrying about the familiar that is just beasting towards him, but it's all about getting the kill here in Lin Xiang.
They both basically use their escapes literally 1 second apart, and they're gonna get it back very soon. But Alexi's health bar is very low right now.
So it's not about really escapes anymore for Gokubeiko. He has to dodge every shot, any kind of stuns coming in, because just a few pokes will be good enough to knock him up unless he gets a heal back just like that.
Yep.
Incantation and burst onto the familiar for free heals. That's what he's gonna get. And Lin Xiang now he's poking down a little bit more to get that KO that he wants. Gokubeiko sends out the familiar first, but he's gonna get poked down, and that will be good enough for Lin Xiang to pick up the first win in Pangan D. Getting that 1 point early in the series to get a win over the Russian side. Get that 1-0 lead for India.
Yeah, and you know, even Lin Xiang at the end, he was like, yeah, Alexi, you can pull out your familiar. I'll just poke you out on top of my sanctum. It's like, I don't even have my familiar out. And that's exactly what happened at the end. It was pretty close, but after maybe a 40 to 50 seconds, Lin Xiang did do a lot more damage to Alexi compared to him taking the damage early on. So, you know, early on Lin Xiang was down 50%, but you know, after that counter attack, wow.
It was pretty surprising that Gokubeiko pulled out that much damage, even though his familiar was died out like that. But being without that familiar, Lin Xiang knew, spam the damage, and that's gonna be a lot of HP being cut off by the Russian side. We saw that was good enough to carry on to the victory, and let's see who's gonna come out to game 2 after Pangan D from Taiwan picks that 1-0 victory. We see Maxim Ivanov kind of staring towards him on and puts his hand on the mouse and keyboard. It would be the Blade Master that we've been impressed by so much. To come out for game 2. Wonder who it's gonna be, but very shortly decide who the players will be for game 2, and it will be Maxim Ivanov on the Blade Master. It's gonna be Suqing Shang on the Assassin here, and Ivanov, I mean, he's been the carry performance in the most crucial of times, especially against that game against IDEPS. Really been the catalyst for putting out so much damage in the unexpected moments, and even the Korean casters, we did talk about them right afterwards, after yesterday's matches. They were very, very impressed with none other than Maxim Ivanov on that Blade Master. Just more so because we don't see any Blade Masters in the Korean meta, and really wants to promote that class over any other, and we're gonna see Maxim Ivanov, if he can pull off a 1 point back to their team for R&B Gaming, or it will be Pangan D with Suqing Shang. Pick up another point. Let's find out. Stay on. Here we go for game 2 between R&B Gaming from Russia and Pangan D coming from Taiwan.
Yep, Suqing Shang actually performing a little better in his tag team rather compared to his singles. Let's see how he will do against Maxim's Blade Master, who is pretty formidable like Joel mentioned.
Go gets that first strike even knocks up 30% of his damage, and also taking off the stealth away from Suqing Shang.
Yep. Okay. He's gonna put down
choke
the choke bomb rather than the poison breath. There we go. Second win, knocking him down into the area.
Man, this is gonna be looking very bad for Suqing Shang now. Maxim Ivanov has under control of what he's supposed to do. Even the Lotus isn't there, so there's no escape from any.
Wow!
Beautiful Dragon Tongue into the flash step.
Oh, look at the end.
Look at that.
That was a lovely ending where he puts back the sword in. He's like,
I honestly want Maxim Ivanov to realistically just play in the Blade and Soul career from next season, because he brings an entertainment level with that Blade Master that we saw no other people of any class brings to this scene. And Maxim Ivanov, this guy is just a wonder to see. Couldn't get a win.
He could definitely be the Russian samurai. He has that.
Why not?
No, do you know why?
Yeah.
Do you know why that just came to my mind? He has that long hair where he could tie it back. He could be the Russian samurai.
Beautiful.
They should have shown the ending when he puts the sword in.
Observers doesn't know the swagger putting that sword back into your case. Maxim Ivanov showed that and just beautiful, artistic way of putting out the Blade Master into play and really Ivanov getting ready for the game 3 now, but must be feeling good.
Yeah, it is tied up the 1-1, and we will be moving on to set 3, which is worth 2 points. Best out of 7 first team to reach 6 will be the victors, and who loses will be finally eliminated after a very long run in the Worlds 2017.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, Andy, both teams really had an arduous journey to get to this point. How many matches did they have to play to get here? They fought each adventure one by one, and with each win, they just got themselves closer and closer to the grand finals. They're only one step away from this now, going as the 3rd seed, just by defeating their opponents right here in this series. But it's gonna take, you say, 6 points out of this best of 7 to make it forward. So about even as it can be right now. These 2 points coming from this tag will be crucial for either team here.
Yep, and we do have that summoner on R&B Gaming. We haven't seen him yet today, but he is also very formidable, as well as the destroyer on the Pengan D side.
We're going to go on to game 3 to see whether R&B Gaming can continue onwards from that victory to get 2 more points, or whether it'll be Pengan D coming right back with the 2 points of their own. Stay on. The crowd really grows with the cheers. I mean, you can't help but be so interested in the entertainment value that both of these teams provide. Especially after that beautiful performance on the Blade Master by Maxim Ivanov. Probably gotten a lot of Korean fans after that.
Yeah, Season Chang usually performs better in the tags. Let's see. You know, even though he lost his singles, let's see if he can redeem himself in this tag match.
Golkovenko tried to get him on the hustle, but without that stealth available, Sheng Shang still not going to come in aggressively. Force out the interfere coming from Tang Angshe. Haven't seen an appearance from that guy yet.
Yep, and as you notice, Pengan D has the quote-unquote Korean composition right now.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. And R&B Gaming is a little different with having that Blade Master and the Summoner. So let's see which will prevail.
It's a very unique composition, and we did talk to GC Busan Red during the break about that competition when they did face them off, and they did notice some noticeable holes in the way they can be exploited. But whether Pengan D has the same strategy as GC Busan Red did to win out against them. We'll have to find out, but as it stands, it seems like R&B Gaming is on the upper end.
Yeah, and Arts is finally out. The first showing of him today. And his summoner actually has been very different from many other summoners that we have seen throughout Worlds, and maybe even Min Jung-ho's summoner.
Yeah.
She's been playing the summoner, and this Artsum guy is totally different. I don't know how he does it.
Ashimogosov just a few steps ahead of any other summoners that we've seen so far, and that might have been the beginning of so much damage.
Too.
Oh, where is he taking the damage? Maxim Ivanov is coming in.
Oh,
that was the interfere coming from the Blade Master, doing so much damage. Wow, we thought Pengan D was taking just one-sided damage.
Yeah, they were basically doing a 1v1 and then another 1v1. And they were just doing damage to each other, ignoring the others.
That was so sneaky considering he is a Blade Master out of all classes. It does get him into the aerial, but does not lead to any damage. Lin Xiang, his time distortion.
Yeah, that poison breath and blue buff doing a lot of damage as well. But right now, Tang Angshe, look at his health, the destroyer that we usually like to praise from Pengan D side.
Okay, Ivanov takes 50% health through that damage coming from Lin Xiang alone. Stun coming in, second wind will be knocked out from Lin Xiang. Maxim Ivanov trying to get away from that aerial. Bring Sheng Shang back out on the field.
Stealth is also used.
Maxim Ivanov very calm all the time, even though he's in a dangerous situation. It's a 2v2 reactionary coming in.
But defensive interference, the iron plating perfect, getting a lot of damage.
Xian comes back out on the field after Sushing Cheng couldn't get anything done. Ashimogu sub is back out on the field with that summoner. Tries to poke him down. Does a pretty good job with it.
He's trying to go behind the paper.
I mean, that's one way to
Casually
damage it.
walks around
Yeah.
him.
You can't beat him, join him, and
Yeah.
really just to go around, quite literally, get that damage in. Oh, Ashimogu's
Oh!
up. Whoa!
Wow! What did I say? Wow. Su Xingsheng, the assassin that lost his first singles and the second singles in the first match and the second match, is doing incredible this round.
That was just a burst damage coming
Yeah.
in from the Warlock and the Assassin combo. Coming from the Taiwanese side. That might be good enough to give them a 2-point lead here.
That blue buff interference is just ridiculous
That
damage
was the
coming
blue
from,
buff, okay.
yeah, from the
That's
assassin.
why it was so
Yeah.
damage.
Ridiculous damage.
Oh my god. I was wondering,
Yeah.
we always do see Warlock and Assassin coming from the interfere to put in the damage,
Yeah.
but that was a lot of damage.
That was sneaky by that assassin right there.
And
Oh,
Ivanov
God.
back out on the field. Now he in the belief. Oh, the wallbang!
Oh,
The wallbang!
he's evident!
There's no defending against the wallbang coming from the destroyer. Cheng Hong-shu has the strongest weapon in the game currently.
Yep.
And just typhoons him forever.
Yeah. It is doable by any destroyer, not only the Korean destroyers, any destroyers, and Peng Hong-shu has performed the wallbang.
I mean, we're not supposed to have ultimates in this game quite yet because we're not introducing them in the 2017 season, but
That's basically...
that's an ultimate.
Yeah, that's basically an ultimate.
I think it's stronger than ultimate because it lasts for so long and the duration is
Yeah.
just basically forever.
Yeah. 4 knockbacks.
That will be eventual KO now. With that wallbang really taking away all the hopes from the side.
Oh, Lindsay taking a lot of damage though. No interference. Ooh, Alexi is trying to come back.
Gokovenko, no, he's probably still not going to get it done. I don't believe this.
No interference though on Pengandi's side.
Okay, okay,
Oh,
okay. A lot of poking.
he's out of chi right now. He's waiting for the chi.
Okay,
Oh, he's getting it
one more.
one more time.
What?
Oh,
That is so unfortunate. Pengandi,
wow.
I mean,
Wow.
I just want to talk about the wallbang. I know we can't fix it right now,
Yeah.
and there's no solution for how strong it is, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you get that done, it's like winning a lottery.
Yeah.
It's like
is.
you're automatically guaranteed a kill or two just for that one series of wallbang coming from the destroyer with that typhoon. What are you supposed to do? It's the part of the game, so
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't played destroyer now, just bring it out for Wolves 2017. Hopefully, you'll get one more free win. And
Yeah.
other disadvantages towards RMB Gaming in this tag, if they somehow wants to make their wallbang seem a little bit fair, they have to bring out one of their own, but they don't have a destroyer in their composition.
Yeah.
So
And they don't even have it listed on their registered
Ah.
characters. Very unfortunate. You know, if they didn't know about the wallbang and they figured it out, and they did have a player that was able to play the destroyer,
I
maybe
would
they would
definitely,
swap
yeah.
it. Yeah, but unfortunately, RMB
Look at
Gaming.
that.
Oh gosh, that is the wallbang right there. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, if they did have a destroyer player and they had it registered, they might have probably, most likely, brought it out as well. But they don't have it registered, and that is very unfortunate for them.
Definitely a huge problem in terms of balance in this very important tournament we have in the World Championship 2017. So unfortunate that one move can change the dynamics of a game.
Yep.
Now we talk about destroyers not being able to do 1v3. We might be able to see it now. They can pull out a wallbang every time against their opponents, against 3 opponents. He will get the KO, and it's not so hard to do that anymore.
Yeah, but you know, destroyer wallbanging by himself is okay. It's still, you know, it's still kind of rigged or OP as you say, but it's more OP when you're in a tag situation and you're
Yeah, they
wallbanging
interfere.
and your offensive interfere comes in. You know, and as we all know now, that defensive interfere shouldn't come in because you're both gonna get wallbanged anyways because you interfere next to the person who's getting wallbanged. So, you know, that is when it hits that critical point during tag when it's a 2v1 and you just delete one character or one class that is being wallbanged.
I mean, we can talk about the wallbang as we move on with this series, but we do have game 4 coming the right way. After Pengundi does win that one, still gets the next one. Stay on. Sure. After getting the lottery, that wallbang doing so much damage. It's back out for the solos. It's gonna be against Ashim Ogutov on Summoner.
Peng Shu actually perform. They both have been performing very well in singles. Artem's, oh my god, he's taking damage. But Artem's Summoner has actually been giving R&B Gaming some victories in singles as well. And Tae Shu, as we all know, he is the destroyer who beat Jung Ho Yoon. So, you know, they are both pretty good. But
My God, so much damage. Wedge coming with the gust
and
to just get out of there and just wallbang again.
Yep. But he didn't have any escapes anyways. So, you know, let's just.
It's like, that's not fair. Yeah. I don't know why he's trying to do that.
He has the face. That destroyer, man.
That destroyer. It's not fair. That's what he's saying. But we definitely understand his concern. That is very, very OP. And back to the destroyer in 2017. LOL memes are no longer applicable as they are strongest class in this game now, at least for the World 2017.
Until NC decides to change the wall play a little bit. You know, destroyer might be the must pick during at least tag.
Look at that. I mean, the dynamics of that is, you know, you can get the damage, that's fine. The damage can be high, and we understand that. But not being able to escape from that is probably the biggest problem here with the wallbang, is that you're caught, and there's no escaping. You just have to basically just give up, and there's no coming back from it. And you talk about the interference with the tag situation. You're just going on a suicide mission when you come into that defensive interfere, save your teammate. You're coming in that same position as your teammate is when you come for that defensive interfere. And when you do that against a wallbang, it's a multi-target ability. And the Typhoon will just continue to knock both players back. No matter if you come in with a teammate.
That's, you know, I have nothing to say to that. It's true.
I mean, really.
It's true. That's why I don't interfere when your team's getting wallbang. Just let him die. That's the best. That's the best case scenario. Or go in when it's like the 4th tick or the 3rd tick. And just take one, because it is probably around 4 knockbacks. So just wait until the 3rd or the 4th knockback and go in and at least try to keep him alive with the slither of health. But the music has changed, and we will be going on to our set 5, the last singles of this set. Let's get it on.
So Pengundi from Taiwan will not bring out the cheat code once again. The Destroyers is back on the bench. Probably enjoying his time of his dominance, how strong his character is. But Sushing Chang has been struggling in this series. He's going to be up against Alexei Golkovenko on the Warlock.
Ooh, this time around, Sushi Chang is doing some damage. Always failing to win in singles. Finally gets in the aerial.
I'm telling you, the ending curse is real. I mean, if your in-game name is ending like for a reason, you do end a lot of people's gaming careers.
Especially by, you know, complimenting them.
I know, that's the worst way to do it too. It's like giving off a candy, but that candy happens to be poisonous. That kills you in the end. You're a very mean person ending.
Stealth is out. But he does make his move. Oh!
Sushing Chang, will he get the win here? Still has a second win.
He hasn't been stunned. He hasn't been stunned.
Just puts out pure damage without using the stun. So, what are you supposed to do? As the Alexei Golkovenko, see him on the screen.
It's like, damn, I was outplayed. Kind of face.
Yeah, it really was. And Really, he was just waiting for the stun to come through so he can use the reversal and get out of there, but I didn't even use a stun and really just put up pure damage and just poked down in the end by the assassin. And now suddenly it's, I think it's a 5-1 situation now for the side of Army, for the Pengan D. He won so much.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, in the beginning, they were going back and forth and it looked pretty even. And, you know, the Warlock Alexi was able to take out Xing Shang's both escapes. So I was like, okay, one good Tether Blade. It's gonna do it, but
Bombard.
yeah, the bombard damage is also ridiculous,
Yeah.
but it's not as bad as the wall.
We're not gonna complain about the bombard. All we're gonna complain about is the wall bang coming from. I mean, Jungwoo Yoon doing the wall bang, it's just his skills, and that's
It's
fine.
already been there for a very
Yeah.
long time, and you need the chill stacks to do it
Sure.
for the Force Master. So it's kind of different. And the Force Master wallbang, you can help out.
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
interfere
definitely.
and help out. The Destroyer wallbang, you can't. So, yeah, the reason we keep, you know, mentioning it
It's
is
a
because it
problem.
is a big issue right now. But, you know, it's unable to be changed during the Worlds in the middle, and we will be going into set 6.
So going into get set 6 now.
Potentially the last match.
Could be with Pengan D just winning one more
Yeah.
here. Gonna beat out the Russian side. And now we know that the team with the Destroyer wins Blade and Soul games, at least in Worlds 2017. Both GC Busan have their Destroyers in their teams. Pengan D, the winning team right now, has a Destroyer, while the Russian side of Army Gaming do not. So, will that be the key formula for this current remainder of Blade and Soul Worlds 2017? We're going to find out whether Pengan D will pick out another win and close out this one in this Game 6 tag match. Stay on. Here we go for what could potentially be the last match between RMB Gaming from Russia and Pengan D from Taiwan. So spectacular. All these guys from Taiwan, Pengan D to get that miraculous win over IDEPS and be in this position. Now they're one step away from making it to the semifinals. So if they had not won against IDEPS yesterday, wouldn't even had a chance, but fairly deserving of their opportunity here, trying to extend that opportunity further into next Friday.
Yeah, Alexi taking a lot of damage early on, the first 30 seconds. An interfere also was used on both sides as well.
So Xing Shang, heavy on the field, he does pretty well.
Yeah, he's
His
feeling
tags.
confident now.
Yep.
Definitely. He does that ninja move, decoy. Doesn't fall for it.
Maxim Ivanov coming in, trying to help out his teammate. Donglishu comes in, just trying to end the game in the first minute, please.
Spinning. Oh, there's a knockback.
Okay. Takes him to the wall.
Oh,
We'll see.
leech.
We'll
Leech.
see if it comes through.
Nope, he leeches and then tags out to Maxim.
Okay. Just whenever you're in the wall, we
And-
always have to mention that.
Yep, and Tang Hongshu has that Fury build right now, so.
Oh wow, he does. He did win out a game with that Fury build once, so
The second destroyer to do it.
really does. And Lin Xiang now taking the damage from coming in from Alexei Golkovenko off the interfere with the help of Maxim Ivanov. Coming out with that damage.
And Artem is out now on the summoner.
Hashimogutsov on the summoner has done pretty well for majority of this tournament, but in this series he has been tilted by the damage that can come from the destroyer and the rest of the opponent's side of Pengan D.
Yep. Slow, but he's in the air right now.
So taking the damage before he backsteps out of there, so the only escape he has used.
Oh, gets it right back with that time distortion being used.
Yeah, Golkovenko comes in for that interfere to use that time distortion to give Golsev's escapes right back to him.
Cat is actually bothering Lin Xiang right now. He's stuck by the wall.
And now Tong Shu is back out to finish the game.
Yeah.
I know I sound kind of trolly every time I
Yeah.
do that, but I'm
Yeah,
semi-realistic here, guys.
Coming out to do the wall bang.
That will end the game immediately, by the way, guys.
But anyways, yeah, Alexi, let's see if he, the MVP or the star of the team, Maxim, is out. And you see Hongshu waiting at the wall. He's waiting. Hey, you want to come?
does come forward, and Maxim Ivanov will he take the bait though.
Oh,
This might
with
be.
the
He took the
drag.
bait. He took the
And they
bait,
both
and there's a
end
lot of
there.
damage. Oh my goodness.
That
This
is exactly what I'm talking about, the drag wallbang. This is actually
man.
what the Korean casters actually were talking about. When you drag someone from far away and you turn your screen, they actually get dragged in front of where you're facing, so you can drag them all the way to the wall and then wallbang them. And, you know, Tae Shi actually making that work in this short time. Oh my gosh, taking a lot of damage, getting punished for that wallbanging.
He wants to stay out there as long as he can so he can do the wallbang once again. But as you mentioned, ending.
Yeah.
Did work on it.
He did.
Very short time because
I'm pretty sure he practiced it.
he's practiced nothing else other than the wallbang.
Yeah.
That's the
Like the typical wallbang is okay, but the drag and you turning and facing the wall and dragging your opponent into the wall side when you weren't facing the wall, it's you gotta practice that a little bit.
I'm sure he's seen the Europeans and the Koreans pull that off.
Yep.
And he's thought that sounds good. That seems
that
good.
Sounds good.
And I want to try that.
I'll give it a try and just practice it and actually make it work here.
And giving it a try was good enough for them to make
Oh,
it to the
Artsum
semifinals.
taking a lot of
Artsum
damage.
does heal himself a little bit. Back steps out of it, so no escape for him. He might have to tag out, but his other teammates do not have any tag points. He wants to be concise of how he uses that tag out.
Yeah. But considering the wallbang being done by Pengandi's side, Tae Shi actually paid and got punished for that from R&B Gaming.
Every destroyer needs to be punished for doing the wallbang. It's a sin now. It's so much damage for such easy difficulty to get that done.
Well, we see a lot of resources has been used, and it's only been 5 minutes now.
Yeah.
All tags are gone on both sides. Nobody will get tag points back. And even interfere points, there's only, 3 on Pengandi's side and 1 on R&B Gaming side. So it's basically very soon going to be just 1v1s.
Really is, and Maxim Ivanov is going to be up against Lin Xiang. Remember, they're still down 5-1, so the Russian side has to win every single game to pull off the Pengandi. That's what we always like to talk about. New phrase for us. So if you
pull off the Pengandi.
join us back when it comes to Korea seasons back again next year, we'll be referring to that every time there is a 5-1 situation.
Will he be able to pull it off? All right, Maxim.
He does pull him in though.
Yeah, he pulls him in the interferee.
Oy. But you don't want to pull in the destroyer though. When you're against the wall.
But the last interfere for the time distortion
The
to give
summoner
Maxim.
though, putting in a lot of damage off the interfere onto Lin Xiang. Ivanov had that flock of blades available.
Yep. Lin Xiang did use that time distortion. 6 seconds left for Maxim to be forced tagged out, but he's gonna take some damage before he goes in.
Hey, he's trying to take a punishment before you get the free tag in. Not gonna kill him off quite yet. Tether blade doesn't land. He just steps out of that. Next to Gokovenko.
Ooh, now the health bar is pretty even.
Hey, not
right
anymore.
when I say that.
Next to Gokovenko. Doing
He
so
is done.
Please do not curse anyone ending. You just said it was even, and now 1 minute's down immediately. Wow, I love how the power of your words ending makes such a difference in these games.
They do. I don't know. I'm not doing it on purpose.
I mean, the players don't even need to practice anymore. They just need to pay you ending with the bribes to
just
make the right comments.
compliment the other team.
Make the right comments, and that's enough of a bribe for you. You make a lot of money off of that doing that.
Yep. But that Tether Blade forcing that Lotus of Escape out. Now the Assassin is out of both escapes. He will get his stealth back in 5 seconds.
But as you say that, the R&B Gaming, the entire Russian side, are one step closer of pulling off the Pengandi.
Yep, they are.
Against the origins of that endeavor. So Taiwanese Pengandi now trying to face a defeat here unless they can get some crucial damage onto their opponents. But Tae Shi, he can come in after that free tag from him, Sushing Shang, but it's on a very low health that he has to be careful with once he does come in.
Yep, he is making his move. Slowly, they will all get their interference back. 7 seconds for that Lotus of Escape. He's actually playing it pretty safe. He wants that leaf down before he makes his move.
I mean, but for the side of R&B, they can just stand still and just not really do anything for the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, interfered. Yeah, but they can't take any more damage though. Oh, the back roll.
Okay, the Summoner putting out a lot of damage. Ogotsov
Yep.
off the interfere. 10 the blade lands in, which is going to force out the stealth.
Once again, no escape for that assassin.
Even up
And
comes in.
Oh, Maxim knows it. He knows it. There
Finish
we
him
go.
up. That's the Dragon Tongue. So much damage.
Wow.
You hear the roar coming from the crowd
Yeah.
as soon as Maxim pulls one of those off, and
Yeah. The
such
Russian
beauty.
samurai.
Really is, and we're going to remember
Both of
him
them.
definitely for next year if he does make it up once again. This guy has been impressive on the very first day. Up to today's semifinals. This guy to remember, Maxim Ivanov on that Blade Master.
Yeah. Even though many people abandoned the Blade Master, he has stayed on it and has shown us a very exciting game every time he came out. So he knows how to play this.
But remember ending, Tongshu can get an instant
Oh, yeah.
win, a 1v3, as long as he gets the wall bang. That's the formula now. He's gonna get the daze though.
Saving.
Will he be able to get this?
Oh,
so
he
much
better
damage.
use it. No. All right.
Maybe-
Cyclone to get out.
Perhaps he forgot he doesn't have the tag point. Because I know he likes to always save his tab escapes
yeah.
and also escapes, but
He does. Oh, once again, Taeyoung-shu is waiting at the wall.
he's just going for it
So,
all.
oh, the summoner comes out. He's like, all
Okay.
right, if you're not going to come out, we're going to just range attack you.
Okay, Summoner, if he can kill out the Destroyer, that will almost be an automatic win towards R&B Gaming.
Into the area.
Into the air, gonna knock him down. Will that be enough damage to finish him off?
Might
Okay, even off. Gets the daze.
tap escape used right away by Maxim.
Okay. So it's all about Ivanov can
Oh,
pull it
he
off.
might die. He only
Yeah.
has
Oh, that's
yeah,
gonna be the
smash.
last board of smash. Be knocking out Tongshu. Trying to play the hero once again.
Yeah, Artsim's gonna do that PvE right there.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage coming in from Olgotsov, but I mean,
The
all in
soul
all,
burn. He has the wings on. He has the wings.
he does, and 15 seconds is all that's remaining, but seems like as long as no significant damage comes from Pengandi, it will be R&B Gaming picking up the win here, most likely.
But R&B Gaming has healed up a lot, so we'll have to see.
Okay,
Kinda
we'll
iffy,
find
but
out.
Yeah, it does seem like R&B Gaming will take the victory, but with all that heals
So
from
much
the summoner,
damage really coming from both sides, and
Yep.
it
There
will
we
be
go.
R&B Gaming with, you talk about the summoner
Yep.
heals, but definitely the difference in health was a bit maximal when it comes to the difference, and with the help of Maxim Ivanov, beautiful Dragon Tongue to knock off one more opponent, good enough. Really, I'll get the Pengandi going for side of R&B Gaming.
Yeah,
Really-
one more match to go.
Will they pull off the Pengandi though? That's going to
Yeah.
be the big question here.
That would be big.
R&B Gaming, 2 days in a straight. If they can pull it off for us again, it'd be quite amazing to see. And completely
would be.
deserving of R&B Gaming to go to the finals next Friday.
Yeah. And you know, if the R&B Gaming do pull off the Pengandi, then we might have to change it to pull off the R&B.
We'll still keep it original
Yeah,
ending. We'll
original,
still keep it
alright.
original. The
Yeah.
first person
Yeah.
does get it.
True.
It's going to be Pengandi keeping that title forever for
Yeah,
us. At least,
forever and ever.
at least until both of us here, Joel, Sophie, and Ending Life, as long as we're here, we're going to
Yeah.
call it the Pengandi. So.
And that wallbang right there, actually, it was very unfortunate because the assassin, Sushin Sang, came in a little bit late.
Yeah.
Because on the R&B side, they interfered in right away, the summoner, and they were both getting wallbanged. But, you know, Sushin Sang, if he came in like just right away, right when the wallbang started, and did that blue buff poison breath to both of them, they would have been knocked out. But the burst damage was kind of disappointing, but you know, still a wallbang is a wallbang.
I mean, late to the party was
Yeah.
Sushing Shang, the assassin. We've seen him
Yeah.
do okay in these tag matches compared to his singles performances, but that instance could have changed a lot for the side of Pengandi if they had pulled it off properly. And like you say, Destroyer putting in damage is not the entirety of what the wallbang can present.
Yeah.
Has to be your teammate coming for the offensive interfere, adding to that damage potential.
The wallbang is a team effort.
Really is, and Destroyer does not automate into a win anymore. You have to have your teammates responsive in their efforts, but now it's suddenly all even.
Yeah.
As
It
we
is.
move on to Game 7, one step closer now for R&B Gaming to pull off the Pengandi. They can do it, just by winning one more match. Will Maxim Ivanov and the rest of the Russian side be able to carry each other into a victory? We're going to be finding out. Same compositions going towards both sides. Pain Gandhi, the origins of that title. Pain Gandhi with that 5-1 and come back into a 6-5. Seen it done before.
But they're going to pull it off. Maybe R&B Gaming will pull off what Pain Gandhi, what their opponent has pulled off to be in this spot right now.
Really does, and a taste of their own medicine might be for Pain Gandhi.
Yeah.
We do see R&B win on this one. Important to see whether we're going to get the last Game 7. Decide whether this be Russia or Taiwan to head to the grand finals on Friday. We're going to be finding out in this Game 7. Let's get on. There you go. Last game. R&B Gaming, Russia. They have been very impressive up to this bar. Pain Gandhi, I've seen very fortunate results. Very unexpected results at that to get to the stage. Who deserves it more? It's going to be all decided in this last match.
They both deserve it, but only one can go up, so very unfortunate. But Alexei using the time distortion right away.
Zan came for the interfere, but was poked down by Maxim Ivanov off his interfere as well. So both players still pretty safe, not having used any of their escapes.
Very slow right now, but into the air, but no aerial combo.
Xing tries to go for an approach here, goes in the poison breath, stun. Yet another defensive
for
interfere.
that super sunflower.
Ashim Ogultsov trying to put in the damage, but not as much as he probably predicted there.
Oh, Leech lands as well.
Okay, he's going to go for the Lotus Escape to go on the offensive aggression here.
Yeah, Alexei actually taking the damage after landing that Leech. Unable to capitalize on it.
Yeah, Maxim Ivanov comes in once again for another interfere.
Yeah.
Tag in now. Ashim Ogultsov comes in.
Oh, he's
Don't
going
shoot.
to the wall.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Really do it. Oi.
But he does
Every
spin out.
time when he's against the wall, preconditions are there.
Yep. Now he goes to the other side of the wall.
Just waiting.
And you know, last time Maxim actually went for it.
Yeah.
And he did get wallbang. It did come out on the replay where, you know, Sushin-san came in late for that interference, so he was able to live even though the wallbang happened.
Okay, he does get stunned up there, but he needs a Flocko Blade to get out of there.
Alright, there we go. Into the area, Maxim making his offensive move.
Okay,
Forcing out
off.
the defensive interfere.
That's going to be the poison breath now. Coming in from Xing Shang. Putting out the damage onto Maxim
Second win.
while he is putting out the damage. I'm just watching coming in.
Getting in. That interfere back. Escape back, sorry.
Yep.
Go defensive interfere back.
Yeah,
it's going back
2v2
and
now.
forth. Yeah.
Maxim Ivanov heals back thanks to Ogultsov. Using the skills to heal him back, but looks like Okavenko comes back out onto the field. Tongshu is still out. Trying to just make that one lottery count. He's scratching those numbers on and on. Just hoping one of them's right.
Oh, smash.
Okay.
Oh, no. Persistence used. Oh.
Ashim Ogultsov back out on the field. Trying to go up against Hongshu.
But ends up tagging out to Lindsay Yang.
So the lottery didn't match with the numbers. And Tongshu could not get the wall bang. That automatically wins him the game. Didn't happen that time around.
Yeah, but the resource points right now is at an advantage for Team Pain Gandhi right now.
Ooh, you see the roars
guy.
coming in from this
Yeah.
crowd there. Very surprised by Summoner.
Yeah, he
doing that
knows how
much.
to play this Summoner, really, I'm telling you.
And the Koreans don't even know that the Summoner can do that much amount of damage towards the Warlock.
Hey, you hear the woes
Yeah.
of the crowd. They're like, well, where is this guy coming
I
from?
mean, when a non-Korean team is involved on both sides in these crowds, they take interest in what's going on into the field. Ivanov comes back onto field, fan favorite of this Korean side from Russia.
Alright, Lindsay Yang out. He still has 2 tag points left.
Okay, tries to go for a little bit of aggression there, Lindsay, and tries to get him onto this shackles
Oh, Leech into the
air.
aerial.
See a lot of damage coming in right away. Lindsay Yang. Wants to trade for that, but takes more damage off that interfere coming in.
Ooh, Lindsay Yang tags out.
SemiFinal now is going to go up against Tongshu. Going to go for the interfere Typhoons now.
Knocked back. Fortunately for Maxim, he gets knocked back into the center of the octagon.
Okay, so that was very close to wallbang there. Being so obsessed about that skill in general, but even off, he needs to be careful because he's just one win away from pulling the Pengandi for his team.
We have the summoner out trying to PvE Tengangshu. He is running away. Keep that distance with that Super Sunflower.
Okay, trying to get closer in the distance with him.
Forcing him to tag out, using his last tag point.
Just doesn't seem like Tongshu knows how to deal with the summoner here, especially with Ogosov being so stellar at it. He's going to tag out every time he sees Ogosov. He's going to bring out Xing Shang.
Well, now, once again, Artsum takes out both escapes, forcing that interfere to come in with the time distortion. So he still has his escape where he's just constantly making his opponents tag out, interfere in, and use their escapes. He's doing a very good job on this summoner.
Let's go on the stun, use the retreat to get out of there. Still has a backstab, which he now uses. It's going to be Xing Shang trying to still put the numbers onto Ogosov, forcing out the interfere coming in from Gokovenko.
All right, RMB Gaming is out of all resources. They will get their interfere point in 1 minute and 40 seconds, so it'll just be all 1v1s until forced tags happen.
Okay, now on the other end, they do have a lot more resources, and that will be good enough to put in the team effort to knock up Arsham Ogosov.
Right when I say his summoner is doing well, he ends up dying.
Are you sure you weren't paid by Pengandi to say that?
Yeah. No, I wasn't.
We'll go on the cover to make sure that is the true statement here. But in all seriousness, they do lose out one member. RMB Gaming, now they're on a disadvantage. Going forward, unless Maxim Ivanov can pull off a crazy 1v3 carry.
Saving that tab. Oh, he ended up just saving it.
Yeah, maybe he thought a better use was coming through, but right now, no tag point available, so he has to survive.
All right, into the aerial.
Next 1 minute.
He might have a chance. 4 seconds until Xing Shang is tagged out.
Okay, gets the stealth out of the assassin.
I'm going to allow it.
Okay, he's going to go for
All
the
right,
chase there.
Chase, yeah, forcing out that escape right off the bat.
Lin Xiang's going to be out of that second win right away as soon as he comes in. Wasn't a good distance to be tagged out from, so I wish Xing Shang probably had a better awareness.
He just pulled in. Tab escape is used to negate that aerial.
Ooh. Now the time distortion is coming through. Lin Xiang, will he be able to finish him
around.
off? And he does poke him down, and Maxim Ivanov gets knocked out. Bringing out Alexei Golkovenko as the last remaining man for RMB Gaming. Now this looks a lot less hopeful for the Russian side. The last match deciding their semifinals hope. Going to the grand finals next Friday. It looks like RMB Gaming might not be able to pull it off with this 1 man remaining versus a 3 man. Unless remaining in Pengandi.
Yeah, and if you look at Pengandi's sides, there's a lot of interfere points being, waiting to be used. And maybe if it was a 1v1 throughout, as a Warlock, he might have a chance. But right now, with all that interfere resources left over in Pengandi's side, it might just be too hard.
Definitely is, and Lin Xiang is going to make this into a Warlock mirror match to finish it off. Maybe going to bring out the interfere to clinch that finish, but he does relieve out of all
Fury is popped and the wallbang.
The wallbang will be enough to finish him off. That's a lot of damage already coming in. Still no escape for Alexei Golkovenko, but does a counterattack.
Oh, Lin Xiang going at it, but the interfere also comes in from Xing Shang. Doing a lot of damage to the familiar, is almost dead.
Okay.
Timer's almost out anyways.
Golkovenko now even in HP against Lin Xiang. Gonna go on the air. Alexei Golkovenko might die out right here. He does use a second win, but still a little bit of poke will be enough to finish him off. Lin Xiang will be able to finish him off if so. And there we go, Pengandi do make the semifinals run successful after getting just a miraculous 6-5 victory against IDAS. They're here back again, getting a very good win against RMB Gaming, and now they advance one step further into the final stage. Just happening next Friday. They're gonna be that 3rd seed going up against GC Busan Red to decide who's gonna be playing in the final match against GC Busan Blue. But it will be RMB Gaming, as you see on the screen. They put their best of efforts. Really, Maxim Ivanov and the rest of the squad really did all they could to stay in this one. They almost did pull off the second Pengandi
Yeah.
of 2017 Worlds, but it didn't happen this time around. They unfortunately will be eliminated as the 4th remaining team in the Worlds 2017. Congratulations to those guys for putting such a good effort throughout this tournament. Such a long and arduous effort that they have to endure through, and so much success they have found, and their names definitely will be remembered for the upcoming year.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, RMB Gaming, coming from Russia, first year participating in Worlds, as you know, a couple of other regions as well. But Russia, the only one team that made it up all the way to top 4, even though they are the first year participating. And you know, they still also had a Summoner and a Blade Master, which, you know, supposedly Koreans do not consider the meta picks anymore, even though they had the Warlock. So they had 2 non-meta pick, quote unquote, that, you know, the Koreans say aren't meta anymore, and they made it up all the way here. You know, it is a big achievement for RMB Gaming, and you know, unfortunately they could not make it to the grand final stage, but also Pengandi had to work very hard to make it up all the way here. So, you know, I can't say, you know, one team deserves it and one team doesn't. They both deserved it, and they fought it out, and RMB Gaming almost came back, but Pengandi was able to defeat them.
Definitely, as you say, Andy, the more deserving team is the team that came out on top, and that was Pengandi from Taiwan. RMB Gaming, there's no reason whatsoever to keep their heads down.
Yeah.
They have found so much success and such an achievement already that they're in this top 4 as the rookie team to make it this far. And we see North America, we see Europe. They made their efforts making it to the quarterfinals, and they were knocked off at the first round of that. So for RB Gaming, for this first time Russian squad to make it all the way this far, it's just an achievement already. And Pengandi, congratulations to these guys, moving it one step further again. They're going to be in that City Hall performance when we do get to that next Friday for the grand final stage. So be sure, guys, just mark your calendars. We will be back on next Friday. See, the Seoul Plaza is the official title of our venue for the Friday match. The grand finals of World 2017 will be held. See, the 3rd place match right here will be GC Busan Red and Pengandi to get one more elimination. But we say elimination, really doesn't matter when you already made it to the final. You've done all your work and you did all the success that you were expecting coming into this tournament. But we will be the one last team to be eliminated as the 3rd place. It will be either GC Busan Red or Pengandi. Once they duke it out, the winner of that match will go against the almighty GC Busan Blue for the grand final to decide the champion of the world.
Yeah, and I also now, you know, I want to applaud Pengandi for making it up here in top 3, because we did have 3 Korean teams, and I would have, to be honest, personally hated to see 3 Korean teams in the top 3 seed.
We did say that.
Yeah, because, you know, we've seen enough of the Korean teams during Season 1, Season 2, and the Korea Finals. So, yeah, we would have loved to see both, you know, all of these other regions make it up, maybe with one Korean team, you know, to mix it up and make it fun. But, you know, the GC Busans are still strong, and we can't, you know, just knock off a strong team just because we don't, you know, we've seen enough
Unfortunately,
of them.
if we had the power to, I would just like to put all the Western teams and all the Russians and Taiwanese, even the Vietnamese and the Thailand, I would like just put them all in the final stage, but it's definitely not in our power to do so. The best team does go into the further rounds, and it will be GC Busan's, the 2 teams, along with Pengandi coming from Taiwan. Very successful, these guys, to make it to the final stage. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. It was Joel Sophie once again with Ending Life. Just another Blade and Soul day in a very long 5 days to start us off right from the beginnings of the group stages of the World Championships. Now we are done with the entire semi-finals. We'll be back after a 4-day break. Please do mark your calendars, because we'll be back on Friday in a new venue. We won't be here at the OGN Stadium. We'll be at City Hall to meet you guys for the grand finals. We'll see you right then. See you then.